Yeah, welcome back to SwitchOff South Africa. I'm Nicky as always, in proud collaboration with Change Cars and all things Moj. I am happy because there is a new car right now that we're currently launching. Yet again, I'm at another launch. You guys know when I'm not in front of the camera, I am behind the camera, I am at launch. This is the new MG3. So this is the current offering from MG. It's a small hatchback. So I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this vehicle, from the exterior look of the vehicle, interior look of the vehicle, pricing and what I think about it, and we're going to speak about, is it going to shake up the market in terms of, this is the new hatchback in the market. It looks quite good, but it also looks like some other vehicle. But we're going to speak about that in this launch review, so keep it locked. So let's do a quick walk around of the vehicle. Starting off with the exterior look of the vehicle. Up front, you get this design. This car looks like the HS that we did the launch of a couple of months ago. The link is in the description box below, or just search on the channel MGHS, you will see. So I like the look of the vehicle up front. So you get these lovely LED daytime running lights and your headlamps up front. They look quite good. And then over here is where you get your indicator, but this car looks quite good up front. So how much you guys think about the car? The full body styling of the vehicle reminds me of a Mazda 2, so I'm seeing a lot of Mazda 2 in this vehicle. And you get 16-inch alloy wheels as standard. This specific one is the top of the range hybrid model, and I'll tell you pricing and all of that towards the later end of the vehicle. But let's do a quick walk around of the vehicle. When you move on to the rear end of the vehicle, you get these LED tail lamps as well. These tail lamps remind me of the LEDs that are found in the new Audi A3, especially this part. See those dotted lines, 1 2 3 4 5 6. These dotted lines for me remind me of the A3, but overall the body style reminds me of Mazda 2, so it is quite good. I'm not mad at it. I do like it. You get your MG3 badging over there. Sorry, I was mistaken. This specific one you're seeing is not the hybrid. There's no hybrid badging at the back, but we'll speak more about the hybrid and the main differences between the hybrid and this one, and telling you about the exterior look of the vehicle. This one that you're seeing is a normal 1.5 liter CVT. It's not the hybrid, but in terms of the exterior, it looks exactly like the hybrid. And the price jump from this to the hybrid is more than 100,000 Rand. So is it worth it? And we're going to speak about that. Let's get to the interior and let me show you what you get when you get into the interior. So when you get into the interior of the vehicle, you get this lovely MG steering wheel, MG badging over there. Left hand side you get steering controls, right hand side same thing. There's another MG passing. It's going. That's a hybrid. As you can see at the back, it has hybrid badging. But you can see that the difference is, there isn't no difference except for that hybrid badging that you find there at the back. But other than that, there's honestly no difference. But going back to the one that we're in, you get your digital instrument cluster up front. So today we've done 190, as you can see there, we've done 190 kilometers, and the range is saying 417. So you can do around 600 kilometers on a tank on this vehicle. Your driving aid shows you over there. This specific one being the luxury spec, it has this lane centering and the assisted driving. Then you get your 10-inch touchscreen infotainment system. As you can see there, there's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is wired, it's not wireless, and I'm going to speak about that in a bit. And then you come to the lower end of the vehicle. This is where you control your aircon. You can switch it on and off by just this button, but to go into everything else, you can do it from there. Then you control it in the touchscreen infotainment system. Moving on to here at the bottom, as you can see, you get 2 Type A ports. The funny thing is that in the hybrid, you get a Type A port that side, but this side you get a Type C. Why I don't get a Type C in this one, I don't get it, because it's exactly the same car. The only difference is the fact that one is a hybrid and one isn't a hybrid, so it doesn't make sense for me. And then when you move on to the lower end of the vehicle, this specific one being the non-hybrid, you get an actual gear lever, and then you get your handbrake button over there, auto hold button. The difference between this one and the hybrid one is that the hybrid one you get a rotary dial instead of this. Then you get these seats. These are seats wrapped in leather, but when you look at an entry-level point of view, it's cloth seats. And I'll put the pricing of all the variants of this vehicle from the entry-level to the top specification in the description box below. Now moving on to the important thing of this vehicle, when it comes to overall drive of the vehicle, this car drives quite well. When you look at the 1.5, this specific one being the 1.5 CVT, drives quite well. You look at a power output of 81 kilowatts, and then when you go to the hybrid version of this one, combined power output of the battery and the engine, you look at 155 kilowatts and 465 newton meters of torque. And overall, it doesn't feel like that, but the car does get going. One thing I can tell you that with this car, it drives well. It feels good to drive. I do like the drive of the vehicle. I've driven cars that drive much worse than this vehicle, but for me, the feeling and the overall drive of the vehicle is quite good. It's a good try from MG, it's a good offering. Now time to speak about the pricing of the vehicle. And before we speak about pricing of the vehicle, I just remembered now with the hybrid, in terms of the fuel efficiency, the specific one that I was driving, we did around 150 kilometers, but the range was still saying 700. So I don't know if you can get that full 700 kilometers on a range, but it would be quite good if you can, because it just shows how efficient the hybrid model is compared to the 1.5 liter. So now we come to that important part of this video, the pricing of this vehicle. So for the entry level of this vehicle, you're looking at 269,000 Rand, and it goes all the way up to 469,000 Rand. So that's essentially from the entry level to top specification being the hybrid, a 200,000 Rand jump. But the one that you're seeing in front of you right now, this car is priced at 344,000 Rand. And from that to the hybrid is just over 100,000 Rand. Is it worth the amount of money? Personally, for me, this one, yes. The 344,000 Rand and the ones underneath it, definitely worth the money. But the hybrid, it's too expensive in my view. 469,000 Rand. Yes, there's a few things that you get, but overall the cars look the same. When you look at the entry level one and this one, they all look exactly the same. The only difference that you will get from the non-luxury versions is the fact that you get halogen headlamps and not these LEDs. If you want these LEDs, it's this specific one, which is 344. And for me, there's no need for you to go for the full hybrid. Get this one, you'll be happy if you're looking for a hatch and you don't want to go for things that you see on the road. So in terms of competition, for me, when you look at competition for this vehicle, you're looking at a Suzuki Baleno, Toyota Starlet, Polo Vivo at this price range. But at the same time, if you have the money to go all the way to the hybrid, then you're looking at the new Polo. You're looking at the i20s as well. There's a lot of cars that are already in that segment. And for me to say, get the hybrid MG over a Polo or over an i20, for me, I honestly wouldn't tell you to do that. But at the end of the day, it's your money. If you really like this vehicle, I always tell you guys, go and test the vehicle, go and see the vehicle for yourself, go and drive it and make the decision. But if you're watching my review and you want my thoughts on this vehicle, if you're looking at this one, which is 344, and the ones that are cheaper than this one within the MG range, 100%. The hybrid one is the one that I wouldn't go for personally. So tell me what you guys would do. I'm quite interested in knowing what you guys would do. Would you buy this vehicle, or would you look for something else? Personally, would I buy it? If I was in the market for a hatchback, I wouldn't buy it. I'd definitely consider it. This one, the one that cost 344,000. The hybrid, I'll definitely not buy it. But overall, it is a good car. Tell me what you guys think about the car. Tell me what you guys think about the launch video. Tell me what else you guys would like to know about this vehicle when I do get the car on test, because that's very important so that I can cover it when I have the car on test. But other than that, this has been a quick launch review of the MG3. What do you guys think about this vehicle? Would you spend your money on this vehicle? If not, what are you buying? I know some of you guys are going to see the Polo, some of you guys are going to see the i20, the Baleno, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. And there's a few of you guys that are definitely going to say you'd get this MG because it looks good, you like it, you want to stand out, and that's okay as well. In terms of warranty, you're looking at a 7-year, 200,000 kilometer warranty. Service plan is a 3-year. 45,000 service plan. But yeah, I'll tell you more about this vehicle when I do get and test. In Park Collaboration, we change cars and all things motoring. I'm Nicky from SwitchOff, South Africa. If you're looking for your next insurance quote, you can get your next insurance quote in under 90 seconds. Click the link in the description box below. Naked will sort you out. I'm signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.